Hey friends, welcome back to the Haunted Homesteader. This week, things got real out of the old pig barn, the one we've been planning to turn into our future home. Demo is basically complete now, and what we found underneath, well, it wasn't exactly the good kind of surprise. Originally, we thought we could work with the existing framing and just make some updates, patch the roof, and carry on. We spent months designing floor plans based on the structure that was here. We thought the trusses were solid, the roofing system was reusable, and the bones were good enough to build on. Spoiler alert, they weren't. Turns out a whole lot of the walls were framed with 1x2s, basically decorative at that point. The ones that were done right are rotten. The load-bearing beams along the exterior rotted clean through at the base, and those roof trusses, too short, patched together with sistered boards and hiding more leaks and holes than we ever knew. So yeah, we're starting down the reality that we'll likely need to tear down the entire thing down to the concrete slab and just start fresh. And it's honestly a bit heartbreaking. We've poured so much energy into floor plans that are now pretty much useless. But, you know, that's the nature of a homestead like this, right? You dream, you dig, and sometimes you start again. Well, it ain't all Pinterest boards and prairie skirts out here, babe. Sometimes country life means pulling up to a gas station where the break room is literally a torn-up truck seat leaning against the wall like it's on payroll, a copy of Tractor Weekly in the newspaper stand, and of course, a Joe Dirt sticker on the pump. You get the vibes. So as we hit the road again, we pass the DG, short for Dollar General, but around here no one bothers with the full name. It's like a dang sacred temple of convenience, somewhere between a post office and a survival bunker.
Oh, this is one way to get fuel.
Back home, I got to try something new, hand pumping diesel into the tractor from our new fancy rolling gas cart. I've never used one of these before, and let me tell you, it's a whole thing. There's this awkward rhythm to it, like cranking a butter churn that bites back. I'm just standing here trying to look like I know what I'm doing while Brian he's pretending not to judge me too much, but it's fine.
Oh yeah. Look at that. That's cool. Huh. Fancy.
The house reno is still at a full stop. But out here, we keep moving. There's always something to do, even if it's just one tank of diesel at a time. You might be wondering what we're doing here, just digging this random hole in the middle of the field. We're hunting for a broken water line. We are on a mission to get our water line across 2,000 feet of our property, and we need to find where it starts so we can start there. We dug the hole and we did not find the water line. We did, however, get the tractor stuck in the hole.
Oh no. This is, oh no, that's not good. Oh, come on, baby, come on. Oh, no, now the front wheel's in. I would be panicking if this were me. that's good.
I couldn't get the rescue mission completely on film because I ended up having to sit in the front seat of the tractor and get the front bucket involved so we could get it out. But we did get it out. Sometimes when everything feels stuck, the best thing you can do is go for a walk. Walk the land. This week's been a blow. We thought we'd be framing walls, not redrawing the dream from scratch. So instead of forcing progress, I took the dogs and wandered through our fields. I let them run. I watched birds hop through the old corn rows like they knew something that I didn't. There's a kind of medicine in moving slow, touching the earth, noticing the way wild things just keep going. They don't stress about blueprints or budgets. They forage. They adapt. And maybe that's what we're doing now too. Foraging for perspective, resetting, letting the next right step rise up from the soil instead of scrambling to force a staircase where one just doesn't belong. We're not giving up on this place. We're just taking a breath, letting the dream shift a little. It's still ours. It's still wild, and it's still definitely worth it. And just like that, it's gone. We bit the bullet and tore the whole thing down. Every board, every beam, right to the concrete slab. It was jarring, honestly, to see it all just vanish. But sometimes you gotta clear the wreckage before you can build something real. Don't worry though, we're saving all this old wood. You'll see where it ends up soon enough. And now we just begin again. We didn't plan on hiring a crew. The original goal was really to do as much as we could do ourselves, keep our costs super low, mainly because our budget was super low, and keep our hands on every part of the process. But after the pig barn it had to come down, we had a choice: either slow everything to a crawl or pivot hard. And Brian and I are a big fan of the pivot. We started asking around, talking to neighbors, chasing recommendations, calling everybody. We knew we needed a team that we could trust, people who would treat this like more than just another job site, and we feel like we found them. There's the front door. Of course, bringing on a crew meant shifting our entire budget in a major way. We had to rework all of our numbers. We had to cut things we hoped for and reprioritize what really mattered. We had to add trusses. We had to add budget for lumber, fasteners, things we hadn't planned for, but suddenly we just couldn't move forward without it all. So we also had to pick a new roofing system, something durable but still in line with the aesthetic of our homestead. You know, function meets story, right? But I have to say, watching the walls rise, it finally has started to feel like we're building something here, not just salvaging it. The crew is moving so fast. Seeing everyone working together to raise those frames, that was the first moment in a while where it felt like the dream was real again. This isn't the house we originally planned, but it might just be exactly the one that we needed. Some of the things as we've been walking through that we've noticed are issues. Our framers forgot there's two big 4-foot by 4-foot windows that go right there. We've definitely run into some concrete slab issues. You can kind of see there's like a section here that's raised. That end is level with that end. So Brian and I are going to have to jackhammer up this portion and then just kind of skim coat it all level and fill in these cracks. That will be a whole task. We've never really done anything like that before. Then over here, this is the kitchen, and our original kitchen design had been this wall you can kind of see chalked out right here. There was going to be a 24-inch deep pantry and refrigerator. But you can see this is a door right here, and then the cabinets went to here, and they would start there. There would be just a very narrow walkway right here, and then there's a door to the pantry right here. So we decided this was not going to work, and we're having to redesign our entire kitchen. So that's a task. We also discovered the mudroom is maybe not the most optimally designed mudroom ever. It's sort of huge, but we're really not sure what else to do. It's really long and narrow with this giant window, which I do love. So hopefully I will just have faith it will work out in the end, because our washer and dryer will be down there, and hopefully we'll just make the rest of it work out. This is an exterior or wall here that isn't framed up yet. But all of this out here will be the porch, the wraparound porch, and they've been working on that. And it's looking good. So just a lot of little details. Oh, the other thing we discovered was initially we were going to put the dog washing station right here, but this feels a lot smaller in person than what we had envisioned, because I was wanting it to go this way, but this is not big enough for our dog. So we're reworking that as well. But overall, we're really excited about the progress. As the crew packed up for the day and headed home, I wandered over to the old apiary in front of Hatton House. Even now, with everything unfinished and uncertain, there's something sacred about this place. We've torn down, rebuilt, reimagined, and there's still so far to go. But the land remembers, and so do we.